Whenever there's new content released into RuneScape, there's always a really strong temporary moneymaker. Now, with sailing being released, new islands, new ores, a whole bunch of new things have been released, and people found out that, hey, I can make a lot of money off of mahogany hulls, because as people hit level 50, they want to build the bigger boat to capitalize on all the things sailing has to offer. What we're here to do is capitalize on lead ore. Now, to get to the primary lead ore veins that you want, you're going to need to go to Pandemonium, which you do need to complete the quest for, so you do need a little bit of sailing XP to do, but you're going to come to this dungeon and you're going to focus on these 4 ores. Now, the typical rotation for this to get the most amount of ore per hour and get it as fast as possible is hitting all 4 of these and just going in a clockwise or counterclockwise rotation. The higher the mining level, the faster it is for you. So the higher the mining level, the more GP per hour you're going to make. But what you're going to do is put on, if you have it, Varrock armor to get extra ore, and you're just going to rotate through this every single chance that you can. Hopefully dodge a bunch of people that crash here and stack up the biggest possible stack of lead ore that you can. So again, like I said, it's just going around in a circle and you're going to be hitting all 4 of these ores. A lot of people are going to think, isn't it better just go back to the first one that you start off with? Surprisingly, no. I did multiple time run-throughs of this, and hitting all 4 actually filled up the inventory faster and actually cut down on the amount of wasted time. Not really sure how it worked out like that. Could have just been lucky with the RNG, lucky with the Varrock armor, so on and so forth. But I did find personally, after multiple trials, that hitting all 4 veins is the way to go to really speed up your runs going through this. Now, when we get towards the end of the video, I'll be going over the statistics and the times and everything like that, so you have a really good idea of it. So for this part, I'm just showing the method that is the most optimal. So what you can do is you can go to any bank once you have a really good stack of ore that you are comfortable with, whether you want to sell off a good portion of it or save some of it for sailing, or if you just want to capitalize on the overly inflated prices right now and just try to make as much bank as possible and then worry about sailing later. If you want to go to a bank and do the typical run to the furnace, run back, run to the furnace, run back, you can absolutely do that. But I have found that if you go to the standard spell book and you consistently do superheat item, it's going to give you the most GP per hour. Now, I personally did was I would right click and then enable spell reordering and move superheat down to the very bottom. The reason for this is because when you click superheat, you're going to be on the very last ore in your actual inventory. So you can just sit here and spam click over and over and not have to move your mouse really much at all, and you can burn through about 13 bars per inventory doing this relatively quick. Nice. I can't really talk. Relatively quick. Takes about 20 seconds to go through an entire inventory if you're really fast with it and not getting any lag or anything of the sort. So before I get into the statistics and XP per hour, GP per hour, so on and so forth, I wanted to show you guys that as of right now, this is still actually working. This day is literally November 22nd, and so this isn't some BS that's posted later on. It's no longer working, whatever you may come up with for excuse. But if we look right here under examine, it says that it is 302 G. If we go into the GE, put it up, it says 302. Now if we change this to 3200, and the active actual sell price right now is 3206, we'll put it, and just those couple minutes of prepping the video, I will have made 175k. So go ahead and put it up for sale. It might take a couple seconds, but as you can see, went through, made myself 175k. Now, to go into the statistics for you, it's actually pretty solid across the board, especially with the GP per hour you're getting. Now, when it comes to this money-making method, here are the statistics. On average, you're getting about 40 XP per hour for each ore that you mine. You get roughly 1,600 per hour. That's, again, an average. You're not necessarily gonna hit this every time. There's a bunch of factors into this, but just about an average for taking roughly. Now, this will get you about 68,800 XP per hour, and if you were selling the ore at 1,154 G each, you'll make about just under 2 mil per hour. Now, again, there's other variables in here that can impact this: your mining level, that pickaxe you're using, time to the bank, lag, so on and so forth. Now, if we're looking at it from a standpoint of like, okay, I have a massive amount of ore and I want to figure out what I'm gonna make per hour if I'm doing smelting side. Now, you can do about 2,340 bars per hour if you're doing superheat. If you're doing the furnace method, it's gonna be a reasonable amount lower, but nothing too crazy. So if we're doing superheat, you're going to be getting about 53 magic XP per cast of it and about 15 smithing XP as well, which does actually equate to about 124k magic XP per hour and about 35,000 smithing XP per hour. Now, at the time of doing this, it was about 3,165 per bar. This is obviously fluctuating quite a bit, skill, and this is honestly changing. It's now up to about 3,200, like I showed in the video. But if we take it at about 3,165 per bar, you'll be getting about 7.4 mil per hour. So my recommendation is just go through, mine a crazy amount of ore while you can, and then once you have that taken care of after maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, immediately swap over to making all these bars and just liquidate all of them. Maybe save 100, 200, whatever it is for sailing if you're actually leveling it. But this is going to be the best way currently that I know of to make a insane amount of per hour while capitalizing on this insane sort of like temporary rush for heat, especially during with this skill. So if you guys found this video useful, go ahead and try it out. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, ring the notification bell, because I do want to create an insane amount of videos that are helpful like this. Definitely capitalize on it while you guys can, because honestly, this is not going to be like too much longer. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video.